everybody, welcome back to the Seesaw. It is Saturday, which means shopping day. Today I went to Tesco, so it's the first Saturday since our Clubcard Plus subscription renewal date, and I always go the first week and then I use one of the others on a week when I just feel like going to Tesco before the next renewal date, if you know what I mean. So quite a good shop today. I ended up, well, I'll show you my receipt because I always show you with the Clubcard Plus how much my savings have been, and I've got really good savings today actually. But I did also, when I opened up my Clubcard app to use my Clubcard Plus voucher, I did also have a coupon in there for some money off as well, which was £8 off a £40 shop. So I did use that as well. So yeah, got quite a good shop. Strange weather because, what, 3 weeks ago when I went to Tesco, there was snow falling that didn't stick around. It was like a blizzard and then it just disappeared. The next week it was absolutely hammering it down with rain when I went to Aldi. Last week, if you recall, it was bitterly cold and it was minus something on the temperature gauge as I was driving back from Aldi. And then today, driving back from Tesco, keeping in mind that it is kind of 5 o'clock. One, it's beautifully light still outside. It's really bright. It's been a beautiful spring sort of day today. Bright sunshine, some wind, a good breeze. So I've got washing dry today, which has been good. And the temperature in the car is like 15 degrees still. So that's what, 60-ish Fahrenheit. So just weather's all over the place at the moment. And I know some of our subscribers in the States are really struggling with the ridiculous winter weather that they've had over there. So anyway, let me turn you around. Let me show you what I spent, show you what I got, and then at the end, as always, I'll show you our meal plan for the week ahead. So there is our sweep of everything. So looking at the receipt, as I was going around, it scanned up as £107.12. And then you can see I had £30.46 of savings. So what is that? That's nearly 25%, isn't it? Well, not quite 25%, but no, it's more than 25%. My math, I have a maths brain, but it is not working today. So that's nearly 30% of savings against £107. So £10.90 of that was the Clubcard pricing. There was some good Clubcard pricing on some of the items that I needed this week, and then a few of the snacks I bought, I specifically sought out things that had a good Clubcard price on them. And then £19.56 was a combination of the coupon I had for £8 off plus my 10% off a big shop. So all in all, £30.46 savings against an original bill of £107.12, which meant I spent £76.66. Which, very happy with that for this week's shop. So non-food items, my TV guide, some double XL kitchen rolls. This is a double pack. They were on special deal. I think it was £2 instead of £3 or something like that. 2 soaps just to stock us back up again. Some fruit splash orange for Caleb, some plain sliced thin bagels. I just get the thin ones because A, they go in the toaster easily, B, they're already sliced, and that's enough bread for me if I'm going to have a bagel. I got a large bottle of the Summer Fruits Oasis. This is one of Caleb's favourite drinks when we stop for a drink, like if we get a drink with a sandwich deal or something like that. And they do these big bottles. It's not squash, it's ready to drink. So I got that for him this week. Some salt and vinegar squares for a change. All of the Walker's multi-packs were £1.25 for a pack of 6. Bread are 50-50 as usual, and a little mini seeded loaf for me. There was lots of deals on cereals as well this week. So the Weetabix Crispy Minis, which are one of Caleb's favourites. The quite large box, I don't know what size box is that, 600-gram box, they were £2 instead of £3. So he always gets these when they're on special. I don't buy them at full price ever, but if they have a special deal on them, I will buy him some. Cherries and Berries, the Vimto squash that I like is back to full price again. So Cherries and Berries I haven't had for ages, but that's my favourite kind of regular dilute squash. So I've got a bottle of that. Treat for this weekend, 4 little donuts with sprinkles on the top, one of Caleb's favourite sweet treats. A bottle of EVOO, 4 cans of baked beans. So the Tesco's beans were 4 cans for £1. 2 regular sized cans of chicken soup. So this is the ready to eat Heinz soup, not the condensed soup that I often buy. Spaghetti bolognese in a can, again a quick lunch for Caleb. A bottle of chopped garlic, very lazy garlic. I've almost used the one I have in the fridge, so I've just stocked that back up. A can of garden peas, a can of button mushrooms, and some chopped tomatoes. A large bottle of passata. Some Nutella Be Ready. This is another one of Caleb's favourite little snacks. And again, I only buy them when they're on special offer, and they were reduced. I'm thinking they were £1.50, and they're normally almost £3, £2.90 or £2.80 or something. So those were reduced, as were these. These were 99p, all the different flavours. So I got some of those. So a couple of little snack items for Caleb for this week. Biscuits, I got him choc chip cookies just because they had a special deal on a twin pack. Good price on that. He hasn't had those for a while. So lasagna sheets, I'm almost out, so just stocking up. I got one of these chicken sweet corn flavour rice. I thought that might make a nice little lunch for Caleb one day. He quite likes rice, and this has just got chicken flavour with sweet corn in it, so that would work for him. Package of dumpling mix, just because I'm feeling lazy, and some rigatoni pasta, which I'm going to use for our dinner tonight. A large semi-skimmed milk, a mango passion smoothie, which is Caleb's favourite flavour, an orange juice in the back there, a pot of the cheese sauce. I'm going to use this as a shortcut. Again, remember, during the week I tend to use shortcuts, so I'll make what I call a semi-homemade meal, which is still a home-prepared dinner, but uses some shortcuts to help me get there faster. And this is the sort of thing I use for a shortcut. This is the sort of thing I use for a shortcut. So don't be afraid to use pre-made products to kind of use in a dish to help you cut the corners of something that you would perhaps take more time to make if you had more time, if you were at home or if it was a weekend or something. I got 3 corner pot yogurts just for a change for Caleb. I got him the peach and apricot, and then 2 of the strawberry shortcake. I then got 2 of the Muller Light rhubarb crumble and custard, which are my favourites. A ball of mozzarella, some honey roast ham, medium cheddar. They didn't have any mature. I do have a bag of mature still in the fridge though. A little carton of blue whole milk. Some strawberry cornettos. Cornettos were club card pricing this week, £1.50 for 6. 2 of these garlic flatbreads. They also had club card pricing. Can't remember what it was, but it was quite a good markdown. Pepperami, the main full length ones. These were on club card pricing this week. Some mild cheddar slices. They don't always have this, but I really love it. Jalapeno Philadelphia, so I'm going to have that with bagels a few times for breakfast this week. And a block of the Grana Padano, which is so much cheaper than Parmesan. And if you're just using it to sprinkle over stuff or to use mixed with mozzarella for something, it is perfectly fine. It works perfectly, and it's half the price of Parmesan. A bag of frozen chips, a small bag. I do have kind of half of a bag of chips left in the freezer, so these will just go with those. Some jacket potatoes. I've got a couple in the freezer, but this stocks up. Caleb said he'd quite like to have a jacket for lunch, perhaps a couple of times this week. On to meats. Some turkey thigh mince, some pigs in blankets. They don't call them that, I guess, only at Christmas. So pork cocktail sausages in streaky bacon, but they're pigs in blankets. Some thigh fillets, 2 packages of regular sausage meat, some streaky bacon, 2 packages of the little gammon steaks. So these work for us, 1 each for me and Caleb and 2 for Tony. And these are the £1.50 for a pack of 2. So not fancy gammon, but they work perfectly for what we want it for. The diced chicken breast was £3.50 for a 600 gram. Is it 600? I think it is. It's on there somewhere. 650 gram this week. So that was a drop down of almost 50p. And on the 2 dishes I need chicken for this week, both I would cut up the chicken anyway. So I've gone with the diced chicken just because I get more chicken for my money. A pack of regular chicken thighs. And then on to fruits and veg. Imperfectly perfect potatoes, which you know I have a love-hate relationship with potatoes if you've been on the channel for a while. But these actually look better than most of the not imperfect potatoes. They're the ones that are supposed to be perfect. And that actually looked like a really good bag of potatoes, and they were, I actually can't remember, but they were definitely less than £1 for those potatoes. A bag of parsnips, some Brussels sprouts, some plum tomatoes, or baby plum tomatoes, mixed peppers, 2 bags of carrots. I need some carrots in cooking this week, and we always have some on hand for Licky. He has carrots every day. A bag of chopped romaine. For Licky, herb-wise, I've got parsley and dill. Tony had already picked up mint and basil and lettuce for him. And then I wanted some sage, thyme and rosemary for a meal I'm making. The herbs in the garden, the curly parsley is just coming back to life, but the others are still dormant. So once they start to properly spring up, I won't need to buy much. But I did know that if I bought a whole pack like this of thyme, rosemary and sage, I would use a little bit of each and then it would just get thrown away. I know you can freeze it, I know you can do all sorts of things, but I just never do. I never get around to it. So I spotted this, which is a mix of thyme, rosemary and sage, which is exactly what I wanted. It's got a little bit of each in it, so that is perfect. Celery, some brown onions and red onions, and then fruit wise, again, perfectly imperfect apples that look absolutely fine to me, and they were, I think, 69p for 6, 7, 8 apples, and then a little net of sweet easy peelers. These look the nicest. They have all different sorts at the moment. They have little teeny tiny ones, quite big ones, they have Jaffa ones, they have clementines, they have a bit of everything, and these I just looked to see what looks the nicest really, and these looked quite nice. They're not that big, but they have a lot of give, if you know what I mean, with an easy peeler. That's quite important. So I didn't have any blueberries, which is what I usually get for Licky, so he'll have to have a no blueberry week. He can have grapes, or we've got grapes and we have apple, and he likes both of those, so he always gets a little bit of something sweet with his breakfast, so that will work for him. Looking at our menu for this week, some of this might get switched around a bit this week. I jotted it down as I was putting the ingredients I needed on my shopping list, but I might switch some things around. So tonight we are going to have spicy chicken pasta, and we're going to have that with one of those garlic flatbreads. Tomorrow we will have £1 roast dinner, so I'm going to use the chicken thighs, some potatoes, parsnips, carrots, Brussels, the pigs in blankets, and kind of cook it all as almost like a tray bake. It might end up being a £2 dinner just because of how much I need to use and the size of the biggest pan that I've got, but essentially I'm cooking it all together in the oven. Then we're going to have gammon, egg and chips, sausage lasagna, which just uses the sausage meat instead of mince. You could use, if you have your favourite flavoured sausage, you could take them out of their skins and use that sausage meat. Slow cooker chicken and dumplings. I have a bit of a craving for dumplings at the moment. Don't know why. I think it's been the silly weather we've had and what have you. So I've got dumplings twice on the menu this week, but they are different. So slow cooker chicken and dumplings is just a big slow cooker casserole, which I make up some dumplings and pop those in for the last kind of bit of cooking time. And it will all just cook together through the day. I then got a spaghetti casserole, which is just a bit like a pasta bake, but with spaghetti. It's the casserole that always used to show up at potlucks when I was living in the States, and there was a potluck at church or at a community centre or at work. Somebody always bought one of these casseroles, and they are really tasty, really portable, and they feed a lot of people. So spaghetti casserole works for us. And then I'm doing Irish chicken and dumpling stew. Now this Irish chicken stew was something that, again, I picked up from somebody, bought it to something at work when I lived in the States. And I asked what it was, and they said it's Irish chicken stew. And why is it Irish? I don't know. It's just that's what it's called. So I jotted down the ingredients, and I've always just called it Irish chicken stew. But I am going to put some dumplings in that as well, because I just am in that mood this week. May end up not putting dumplings in one of those if by the time the week progresses I'm not feeling like a dumpling. That just sounds very wrong, but I'm not feeling like having dumplings for dinner on both of those nights. I may end up just doing mash or something with them instead. But I have the stuff if I want to put homemade dumplings in one and then use the shortcut dumpling mix for the other. So that is our plan for the week ahead. May get mixed up a little bit this week, but we will eat all of those meals across the week. Thank you for joining us for this grocery haul, and we look forward to seeing you back here on the SeeSaw soon.